So what we're going to do is we're going to have our main character come out of that door, P5, and he's listening in to what the security, he's like on their frequency, right? So he's listening to where they're at, and he's going to be basically coming through and keeping a track of where they are and making plans as he's going forward. Kind of a Bourne-esque type of scene is what we're going for. Someone who's thinking ahead of the enemy, and it'll be a really short sequence, but it should be pretty cool. Hey, what's up, guys? I'm going to show you a little bit today about how to edit together a fight sequence to make it look really punchy and snappy and brutal. So I have our original raw footage, and then right next to it the finished shot. So you're going to see the differences between them, and then I'm going to kind of go through and show you how we accomplished that. So you see how slow that is in comparison to this. There are a lot of different ways to approach making fight scenes look faster than they really are. Traditionally, in kung fu movies and things like that, what they would do is cut a lot of frames. And that's pretty effective. We've done that before, but luckily, in the digital age, there are some other options too. And for the most part, what I did in this video, was I just sped up the footage a lot. We shot it at 60 frames per second. So when you do that, it gives you a lot more frames to work with. So for instance, we have these guys kind of walking up here, right? And we want to keep that at normal speed. We don't want to speed that up because we don't want that to look unnatural. We want them to look like they're walking at a normal pace. But we really want to make, right when he starts to go right there, we want that to look really fast and really hard. Let's cut that part of the clip and go to the end of it when he grabs the gun there, and grab that part of the clip. And what Adobe Premiere allows you to do is, if you right click this footage here, you can go to speed duration, and you can just speed the footage up. So I went to about 140% speed, which is pushing it. It's probably a little faster than most people would actually want to do, but I think it looks pretty good. And just boom, right? And then you want to kind of have a few frames where it's normal speed again, especially just to kind of keep that illusion that this is not happening. Like, you don't want to speed up the entire footage because people will be able to see that. But if you have one snap and then you go back to kind of the regular speed again, and then you snap up to the next part of the action, then you go back to regular speed and then snap up to the next part of the action, it'll look a lot more natural than just speeding the whole thing up 140%. Got him walking at normal speed, and snap, snap. Now that move is really slow when I kind of came back with my elbow there. So we really want to make that jumpy. I might actually go to 150%. Have him raise the elbow up at normal speed, but when he brings it back, we really want to snap that hard. The other way you can go about this is you can cut frames. So for instance, if you wanted to move from like this position into the punch really fast, you could just cut like, well, since we're doing a 60 frames, there are a lot of frames, so maybe we would cut like right there, and then cut right to there, and just cut those 2 frames out. A lot of times 2 frames is about the most you can do to make it look right. A lot of times you only want to cut 1 frame. But see, even then, like, it looks really snappy. That's what they did in like the old kung fu movies and stuff like that. Back before the digital age of editing, they would actually just take 2 frames of film or 1 frame of film and just cut it out and, you know, attach the other frames together. That's a way to do it too. And you get a really snappy punch there, and it looks pretty good. But I can kind of tell, just because, I don't know, I've been editing for a long time, I have a lot of experience, and I can tell when frames are cut like that. It's a little easier for me to see that. So here in this part that we did earlier, you still get all that information in between from the arm moving from here to here, but it still appears really fast, like you're not missing anything there, right? Over here, you are missing information in between this and this. See how there's no frames in between there? So yeah, that is the basics of how you cut up a pretty slow, normal looking fight scene and make it look really cool and really fast. So thanks for watching, guys, and have a nice day.